Hello everyone, I'm back. It's 2:22 p.m. in the afternoon. I won't be on here extra long, but as soon as I come outside, there's a perp doing noise harassment. He's doing a weed eater noise harassment. So I don't know if y'all can still hear the noise harassment. But I'm trying to come where hopefully it'll be more quiet. Excuse me. So I am very tired and sleep deprived. I got my earbuds in. I didn't get much sleep last night. Like, I got very, very little sleep last night. So bad, I can't even think properly. So, this video won't be extremely long. But, it looks like it's gonna rain. But, they said it's not supposed to rain today, but it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So I'm trying to do a video that's where I can do a video without disruption, with fake Darnell trying to illegally cut my words off and illegally hack it and lag the stream and stuff. So yesterday when I was trying to talk about the bus incident, he illegally hacked it and lagged the stream. So I was trying to explain that the ghetto narcissistic fake perp bus driver, look at this perp, she come and park of all places right by me. The ghetto narcissistic fake perp bus driver got an attitude. You see, she came here to distract me. Excuse me. So, the bus driver got a narcissistic fake attitude, and she gaslit me and lied to me. She did not put the where you kneel the bus to lower the bus down for a handicapped person to get on, or a disabled person. She excuse me, they're making my nose itch. She refused to let the lift down to kneel the bus, and then she lied. She lied and said that she did put it down and that's the farthest it could go, and then she gave like narcissistic mannerisms. After that, when I got on the bus, so she refused to put the lift down and then lied and said she did, and that lied and said it's the farthest it could go. And so then she when I tried to show her what I thought was the screen of my bus pass, and I didn't realize it put to a different screen, and she got a narcissistic fake attitude and yelled at me about that. That's the same bus driver that in 2017 she was nice and normal to me, and then she condemned me for eating GMO food, and her attitude towards me has not been the same towards me ever since. When I mentioned about being sleep deprived and excuse me, and having to go to the emergency room all the time, I didn't realize in my apartment, I was being hit with directed energy weapons, and they were trying to murder me up in there. So, and she scapegoated and wrongfully blamed it on me eating GMO food. And she yelled at me and got hateful and turned against me ever since then. You know how know-it-all narcissists think that they know it all about what you eating, or say that's because you do this, and they just make assumptions. So, but anyway, and there was this elderly lady, I didn't know she was white or Hispanic, and she was almost half my height, and she wore eyeglasses. This was my second encounter dealing with her, standing up at the front of the bus and being in my way and getting an attitude and refusing to move out of my way. But then, she gave me a big attitude again for the second time. And after that, there was a Hispanic elderly lady that she moved completely out of the way and was more than glad to do it for that Hispanic lady, though. But the elderly white lady that gave me a hard time on the bus driver that had the attitude yesterday, she's black, So the white lady was the elderly lady that gave me a hard time. She was smiling in the bus driver's faces and kissing the bus driver's ass really hard, And there was another bus driver from the first incident where the bus driver said that the lady is deaf or hard of hearing and has a hearing aid. Well, she ain't too deaf to hear to hold conversations with the bus drivers, So anyway, so that's why I was trying to tell y'all, and fake Darnell kept illegally hacking in and lagging the stream and doing this and doing that and just wouldn't leave me alone. Excuse me. So seemed like everybody on every bus that I rode violated me, like, invading my space, touching me on purpose, don't care. And then so after that, I took the freaking streetcar, and then I had to sanitize my entire freaking, all of my clothes and all of my bags. And when the bus driver got an attitude and refused to lower the thing down for me, after that, I went to a restaurant to go eat, and they had an underage child that got an attitude with me and got very disrespectful. Excuse me, and at the restaurant, but yeah, I'm sorry I'm all over the place. As I said, I'm sleep deprived. I didn't get much sleep last night. My anxiety is really high. So I excuse me. So yeah, I was trying to, fake Darnell kept illegally hacking in and lagging the stream, and I'm being disappointed and frustrated at, finding out everybody being fake and deceptive and everything. And it was overwhelming for me, not everybody, but so many people, excuse me, and, dealing with the usual perp harassment. And yesterday, like on the bus, in the streetcar, so many perps were armed out the window. 3 vehicles in a row, armed out the window. Red car, white car, one headlight, you name everything, So when the bus driver got an attitude and refused to lower the bus for me, I was forced, with it being 84 degrees yesterday, today I think it's 81. So it's warm out here. And I'm dressing like it's 47 degrees, or dressing like it's winter because, I mean, that's less clothes and stuff, or less belongings I have to carry, you know. But with that extra bag and stuff, it was, difficult to carry my stuff. And so I had to walk around with extra pairs of socks and my sweatpants on and my hoodie and jacket on, rather than just walking around with my dress on, and then holding the bag of extra clothes. So, excuse me. So it's like my phone is saying it's 81 degrees right now. So I had to take an Uber yesterday to get to the hotel, and the Uber ride to the hotel plus the hotel price yesterday was cheaper than the hotel from the earlier this week. And the hotel from earlier this week, excuse me, the price of the Uber plus the hotel from yesterday would have been cheaper than the price that I had earlier this week. Well, the price was raised up even higher yesterday to the point where the hotel room plus the Uber combined was still cheaper than if I would have done another night at the other hotel. So, yeah, about either cheaper or the same price, something like that. My mind ain't working right at the moment. So I got to the hotel last night. Well, when I got in the Uber driver had the same name as the biological niece, Monica. And she had like an issue or an attitude with me for asking if I could put my belongings on the other side. And she got an attitude with me for asking, and she acting like it was a big problem for me to have my belongings on the other side. And so then I said, well, I have to put it on the other side because my bags are very heavy, And then she was self-righteous about how to close the door and this and that or whatever, But anyway, I got to the hotel, and the front desk agent was saying, like, he kept on talking so low I couldn't hear him, and I kept asking him to raise, can you talk louder or repeat yourself? I can't hear you. He kept his voice tone at the same low voice where I could barely hear him. And he said, I'm not gonna get no calls tonight, huh? I said, what? He said, I'm not gonna get no calls from nobody tonight, huh? And I said, what do you mean? And he said, yeah, they had people calling up here. I said, those are internet stalkers telling lies. Calling up illegally, finding out where I'm at, telling lies, So I was afraid that I could have got wrongfully permanently kicked out of and banned from there. But he said he looked at the videos and he said he didn't see anything wrong. But he said, you good. I'm like, all right. I explained to him, about the harassment, the threats and everything. He said, oh, don't worry about that. Oh, whatever, don't let it get to you, this and that. I'm like, but they're doing stuff like destroying my life and stuff, getting me wrongfully arrested, kicked out of places. He's like, oh, he still said, oh, don't let that get to you. Don't let that bother you, whatever. He's like, oh, the more you keep letting it get to you, the more they're going to keep doing it and this and that, whatever, To me, that's victim blaming when people say that. But, so I did not do a video at that hotel last night. Plus me being just frustrated and needing to take a break. And, so then after that, he gave me the key. He took a very long time to give me the keys to the room. And at first, I was wondering why he was taking so long, and I'm like, oh shit, am I banned from here too? Because if I would have had what felt like a longer than a 30-minute ride all the way across another area of town, and it was kind of late, so I couldn't take the bus to get over there. The bus is, and that was a bus in the area where there's limited service. So the buses, I think, would have already stopped running earlier that day. Yesterday. So like, I'm glad he did not believe I'm glad he felt like he didn't see anything wrong in my videos. And he said he didn't know what the stalkers were really talking about. He was really confused, So then, I'm not going to say what fast food, but I went somewhere to eat. And, after I settled down and put my belongings in my hotel room, and then I went to go get something to eat. And I got the dessert, fries, and sandwich, and a drink. And they had this elderly homeless perp. He had, his mouth was like, his teeth in his mouth was so nauseating, it looked like made me lose my appetite. And he, the man kept pestering me about, buying him food or whatever. I said, but I'm homeless too. And I told him at least twice that I'm homeless too. So then he said, you can't use your card? I said, what? He said, you can't use your card? He was asking me for money inside of for money for food inside of the restaurant, and I felt bad because I'm like, I know my situation. So at first I'm like, well, I'm homeless too. And then afterwards, I said, well, do you want my fish sandwich? And he said, he first hesitated and then pretended like he was glad to have the fish sandwich. He took the fish sandwich and a drink, and then I offered him some water, and he got mad. He was like, no. He didn't want the water at all. And so when I gave him the fish sandwich, and then how, like, what felt like seconds, the moment I turned my back, the fish sandwich was, like, completely gone. And so it's like, I'm like, why did you throw my sandwich away? The sandwich, why did you just beg and hound me down just to turn around and throw it away? And then he tried to lie and say, well, I ate half of it and I started spitting up. No, the very moment I turned my back, he threw that sandwich away. It was too quick, like almost instantly. So, wow, these flies. But this morning, I had no breakfast, nothing to eat or drink, but I had a nice big lunch, and the people weren't as welcoming this time as they were the time before. They were a little nicer, and they had perks, but I'm about to go back inside. As I said, I wasn't going to be extra long, and I don't know if I might need help with the hotel tomorrow or not. But to let y'all know, for tonight, I'm good with dinner. I don't need help with dinner tonight. But, and maybe I might be okay with breakfast too, maybe tomorrow. I don't know yet if I might have enough funds for breakfast tomorrow. But I'm definitely good on dinner tonight. Excuse me. So, it really looks like it's going to rain. But, look. And my hips were hurting so bad. My hips were hurting so bad this morning, you know. And when I ate my lunch, I had to take an Uber today too because it was a complicated bus ride, to get, you know, and I didn't realize that this library was over here. So I never been here before. And the library that I was at last Friday, I would never been there before. So I'm glad to be trying out different things and different scenery and different experiences and stuff, But when I was eating my lunch earlier, the abscess tooth, it's like I don't know if it was pieces of the filling or pieces of my tooth. I don't know if it was pieces of the filling or pieces of my tooth that kept breaking. My tooth is already cracked, and there was a big hole in my tooth, the abscess tooth. And so yeah, I was eating bread, and it was a different kind of special Asian pork. I mean, whatever, not pork. It was some kind of red bean steamed buns I was eating, and like I was, like my mouth, my teeth were, trying to crumble apart. It was, my teeth were breaking apart. I don't know if it was the teeth or the tooth or the fillings. But yeah, all I had last night was the little ice cream and the medium fry and a couple of sips of the drink. And I almost forgot. But I don't know if it was a bed bug or something that bit my chin in the middle of the night. And then, hold up. And I'm sorry for TMI, but it was like 5:45 this morning. I felt a roach crawling down my butt crack. It felt so degrading and humiliating. In these freaking hotels, it's like, how the hell do the roaches or whatever know exactly where to crawl? But as I said, I was not sure if it was a bed bug or whatever, but I wasn't really itching the rest of the night or bitten up or anything, just that one of something, I don't know what it was that bit my chin right here. But yeah, the roach, that one roach, that I felt it, but I did not see it. A big roach crawling down my butt crack, and that's what woke me up this morning. It probably could have been perps using direct energy weapons to engineer the roach to the freaking butt crack. Who knows? What type of fake wannabe god-like ability, pseudo abilities they think they freaking have. So, I don't plan to live stream this afternoon after leaving from here. I think I'm just gonna wait till probably about 10:30 tonight to come on a live stream, But I'm gonna rest for now. I can't think properly. Excuse me. I can't think properly to work on any writings today. So I need to rest myself. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in probably about 8 hours. All right, I love y'all.